If you ain't shipping with me, then I ain't fucking talking to you. What the fuck? Bitch!
It's enough fighting. I'm ready to...
Hey y'all, this is your girl Freedom and welcome to my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and you already know it's another episode of Baddies Africa. Check it out.
Period. My body's shit.
Hey y'all, so we starting off the episode at the Total Ninja place. And this is episode 13. I will be doing episode 14 shortly. So basically it's a brawl on brawl, everybody whipping everybody. And it was retarded. But what I will say is this, is that during this scene, because I didn't see it at first, I didn't understand why Cold Killer was stopping out Choco. During this brawl, right, Cold Killer was sitting here minding her fucking business when LCK just came out out of nowhere and popped on Cold Killer while everybody was distracted. And I can't have no respect for LC for that, because the only reason she did that was because she was scary and because at the end of the day, she knew she couldn't take her on by herself. You got security, you got everybody whooping everybody, but Ivory, she's in her natural element. You feel me? She laughing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like her and Big Lex both are like that aspect. The difference is the only reason, Lex, that you're not able to do what Ivory do and look at as being fair is because every time that it was supposed to be a neutral situation, the first time it was between LCK and K Rican, both of them is about on the same level of fighting. You did not need to step in and then try to separate them. So even when Fauna sat there and was trying to tell y'all that, oh yeah, you jumped in, you did, and you the first person you pulled off was like you trying to get to Elsie, but Elsie, that's all she know how to do is bum rush. So you put yourself in a mess of situation to where you couldn't even be favorited. And then the thing is that Ivory had your back in that episode when everybody was on your ass. And then and so for you to even later say that she's not neutral, even if she said she's never said she didn't like you, but she never had nobody whip you. When Fauna was whipping you, Big Ivory was hitting Fauna, and nobody never said nothing about that. Okay, so I just don't like that little back and forth little thing going on. But DTB is funny as heck. They were like, listen, you're not fighting Diamond no more. After Diamond snuck Choco, and she had every right to feel some kind of way about it. But Ivory never seen it. She called out that fade. So now we got round one. We got Choco versus Big Ivory. Who do you think won? Like I said, even in the beginning, everybody was whipping everybody. So it was like they also jumped Big Lex. It was like it was Tavy Baby and Kate, and I think Fauna, they was jumping Lex, so Lex backed up. So then Lex called out uh um K Rican. K Rican went up there. K Rican fought Big Lex. And who do you feel won? K Rican versus Big Lex. I didn't see what Big Lex was talking about when K Rican was trying to jump Dolly. I never seen that, but okay, cool. So now we still got that fight with Ivory and Choco. They sit there and they go all the way up. They was like, no, we're not fighting Diamond no more. So that was the first round. The Cold Killer comes in and was stomping, right? Now, this is where Cold Killer gets snuck by Big Lex. I'm talking about Mop right in the head. I'm talking about she didn't see it coming. She whooped Cold Killer's ass. Like Mock was all up on Cold Killer. And Cold Killer was still scary to fight Lex. Lex is a big, long arm ass bitch. I love Lex. But at the end of the day, the way she told Cold Killer up was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Especially because of the fact that Cold Killer was the one that was jumped. After LCK smacked Cold Killer, then Choco bum rushed Cold Killer and dropped her to the floor. And that's where you get the pile of people. And then you get like rushing K Rican, like kind of hitting Choco's booty and stuff. So everybody ended up jumping Coco, but everybody jumped everybody. And then security ended up on top of Ivory, and it was just up. This was one of the best episodes or whatever the case is, but Ivory, this is like that. Now that's TV. Ivory is like, F out of here, bitches. If you don't fuck with me, I ain't fuck with you. What we talking about, or whatever the case is. And Choco was like, I'm doing this for the Africans. We're from Africa, bitch. And she like, I don't give a fuck about that. F you, F you. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got an ice pack. Everybody whipping everybody. Cold Killer is talking to Lex saying that I still got active. I still got there in the paint. I still was in the field or whatever. And, you know, at the end of the day, at first, I can see why people was annoyed with Cold Killer, but I'm gonna be honest. Being from certain areas where you talk more rough, like you gotta understand the codex. But at the same time, I fuck with Cold Killer's heart. Cold Killer, to me, even with Lex saying that, oh yeah, Tavy should have did more damage to Cold Killer. Cold Killer was one of the only people outside of Fauna that actually got in the field and was whooping with everybody. Bad Dolly started with Cold Killer, had a storyline for Cold Killer. Summer did. Summer started that shit. Then Bad Dolly followed. Then after that, it was always up after that. She was the one like, don't talk about my bitch Fonda name. You know what I'm saying? But we got Summer versus Marissa. And who do you think won? Marissa second was like she won the first one. Last episode, this one, Summer had her turning all which way but loose. She got her spinning around in circles. She said, I got one round for you. I got one round for you. Huh? Whoop this girl ass, goddamn. And Rolly was like, she done gave Marissa two black eyes. I'm like, God damn, Summer. Like, okay, Summer. And then we got Cold Killer, like, let's get Dolly over here, PC up, wrecking this bitch. Over here, PC up, wrecking this bitch, ducking smoke. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Rican over here, egging it on, like, you know what I'm saying? So them to me is definitely like a Summer and a Bad Dolly, another big trio, and then Fauna and Big Lex is like each other in their respective groups or whatever. But it's just so freaking funny because Summer really was like, Marissa, you want that? You need that? You gotta have that. She snuck her, gave her a whap underneath her eye, spun her all which way but loose and around. And now Marissa on her ass ain't saying shit. And I was like, that's crazy. Now you got Dolly over here saying that Cold Killer love that despicable me. You got K Rican like, bitch, you love the Terminator, bitch. Yo, and it's K Rican's comebacks is one of the most funniest comebacks I feel like on reality TV. Like K Rican is so funny. The next week's episode had me rolling. Y'all, because it was nothing but everybody just laughing at Dolly, like, yo, bitch, you ducking smoke, you ducking smoke. Tavy falling out, everybody falling out. Big Lux and everybody feeling some kind of way. Cold Killer was like, yeah, I still got active. I still got out there. You know what I'm saying? Big Lux, like, I never caught you out. I just squared up with you because I didn't like the fact that even if I'm not really friends with Choco like that, I'm not going to let her get jumped. And at the end of the day, you ain't putting that effort and energy towards like you going so hard on Cold Killer like she's a fighter like that is crazy. I wish that Dolly and them had that same energy when Taseki, Jayla, and everybody was here talking about jumping. Girl, please. And then, like I said, Lex is over here talking about how she got Cold Killer. Summer saying how she got Marissa. Everybody was up. Fano's over here like my girl Cold Killer's a firecracker. She's like, get me the fuck, take me back. I want to go back home. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? She feels some kind of way that she got fucked up by Lex. You know what I'm saying? That she started getting into it with the paramedic people, all the others, the medics and all the other stuff. So she was really in her fucking feelings. And when you're on the down Julio acting the folio, you really can't expect nothing different. But Lex, honestly, she heavy hitter, but for her to act like she ain't choose the wrong side, like bitch, you could have your main friends, but for you to just choose not to have any friends was the dumbest move ever. That was like, come on now, like you came in talking about you ain't like bullying, but then every time Summer bullied Marissa just now. Marissa didn't do shit. Marissa didn't talk about you. You even accepted um Russian Cream talking about you being ugly before you checked her, before you know what I'm saying? So it's just too many favoritism or whatever. But I had love Rolly. Rolly is a funny bitch. Russian Cream was all up in her face. She sat there and just poured the shots to Summer and Lex like, here you go, he's the baddest shot o'clock or for the baddies that I really fuck with. Um like I said, Russian Cream didn't say shit. And at this point, all the girls after all the squabbles and stuff like that, they actually played the obstacle course. Scotty's out of breath. Scotty didn't even finish the obstacle course. The only one that finished the real obstacle course was your girl Fauna. Now you got Tavy baby hopping down doing splits and stuff like that. And during this time, Natalie she goes out. Marissa's like, I'm ready to go. I got a split. I got a little thing underneath my eye. I got to do my makeup, my hair, and shit like that. I got to get ready for the club. So don't be acting like Natalie. Like I'm a little scared. You know what I'm saying? Because it's on site every time I see Summer ass. And so Dolly, she knows she's sitting here talking and she's on the side or whatever. Now we got DTB versus Choco. Ivory's over here being her what you call it. But Summer is so crazy. I want to say that Summer pushes Choco to fight DTB. I wonder if Choco is going to sit there and say something at the reunion about Summer touching her because the way that you beat up K Rican, I want to know if you're gonna have the same energy for Summer with the big trio, knowing that Lex could fight. But I'm really surprised because I think that with Choco, she underestimated Diamond. Even when Diamond fought Cold Killer was like, oh yeah, she's a real stripper bitch. Like she real strong at the top. Yo, so she said I had to put my toe on her coochie. So my whole thing is that you probably underestimated Diamond. You thought that Diamond couldn't fight based off of you with Dolly, but then every round after that, she was giving it to you. She done sat there and high kicked Choco in the head by her neck. And Ivory was like, that is how you do it. So she sat there and gave DTB all these kisses. That shit was fucking funny than a motherfucker. Choco was mad as hell. She got a pack on her face. Summer said that Choco lost. And then, you know what I'm saying? And now we finally give out the baddie chain. And Natalie was like, we're giving out the chain to a baddie that been standing on business that finished the obstacle course. And it was like, it's Fauna. And I actually had said in one of my last videos that I think that she was going to give Fauna the chain on purpose. And we see Dolly mad. We see everybody mad and stuff like that. Like, it is what it is. He's saying Dolly's keep the same energy all this whole season with nothing but haters.
Nasty BBL asshole.
Lord, Dolly,
My
my
thing
God,
was,
the bitch, you
when
ain't.
you draw a big, tall, or small, why was this same energy for Fauna? Fauna never even came at y'all. Y'all came at Fauna like that. Y'all got Fauna having ramen noodles spread everywhere.
My hand is fucked up right now, so it's like if it wasn't,
but that's what y'all
I'd
gave
have their
Fauna.
back.
Y'all
If I
gave
could,
Fauna
I
the
would.
chain, and she's a baddie. So it was like, how else can you not be mad? And then I started realizing that Bad Dolly, maybe the reason why she called herself Bad Dolly is because she just has characters. Because I seen other people like, oh yeah, bitch, you could only be a character, and I had to realize like maybe she is a character just because of the fact that Dolly, so she's doing different levels of dolls. So it's like, I get it now. It's cute, the little persona or whatever, but it was good. Fauna was over here. She got her baddest chain. She was like, nobody ain't gonna fight me, right? Nobody ain't gonna sit there and snatch up my chain, right? And put it on me, snatch it up. She over here throwing shots at Lex. You know what I'm saying? For putting the chain on Tavy and then turning around and fighting her, saying that was Dolly's chain. So I thought that was funny. You see a real alliance, you see some real friendships. Kate Regan was like, yeah, bitch. I'm glad that my friend got her chain before you, Dolly. F out of here. These bitches is mad. They're real big haters. And then you got LCK saying that, oh yeah, I was ready for them to jump my bitch so I could hop in. LC wasn't gonna do nothing. Choco definitely got. You know what I'm saying? And then even Summer saying that DTB had it and she don't even like DTB. It's like, dang, yo, you know Choco was not choking. And Natalie gives her a hug. They over here chopping it up. The TV was like, give it up for the real baddies to get the chain first. Give it up to the real baddies that got their shit first. You know what I'm saying? For the OGs. She said, don't that feel good? It feel good more than a motherfucker, right? So we're leaving the Total Ninja place. We see that Fauna got her chain. Congratulations, Fauna. That's my baby. Everybody's going out. So now we into next week's episode. Bad Lex looks. I said bad Lex. Oh my God. Big Lex looks so good. Dolly is over here waiting to get out of injured reserve. So she said she could square it up one-on-one with everybody. But it's like most of the people that you fighting can't fight. Respectfully. Depending on how you work. And so, they over here saying that Coke Killer whack. Coke Killer is like, bitch, wear your chain, wear your chain, wear your chain. And it's up. And then we got Summer versus Cold Killer, and I definitely think Cold Killer was up in the ass, y'all. So thank you for tuning in for this episode. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Baddies Review, and we'll see you soon.